Okay, test stream time. Come on. Now, I did test last night. Well, I say last night, it was actually earlier this morning. Yeah, it was that. But you know what? I'm going to move the camera there. That's better. Anyway, let's have a look-see. Now, I'm playing the shareware version of Wacky Wheels. I'm going to go with Peggles, as I did earlier this morning, local time. Let's go professional. I'll go with a 6-lap race. Definitely the fast engines. Now, of course, as most of you will know, shareware version, it's bronze wheels only. But that's okay. That's what I used to play when I was a kiddywink. Now, the thing is that the new 3D Realms, they were playing all the 3D Realms games because of the recently announced anthology. There we go. Now, they were playing it pretty poorly, admittedly, and that's not to say I'm going to be much better, but there are some things I just know as standard, such as the racing line for all of this. Bye-bye. Come on, Razor. Oh, you little... That's okay, I'll get you next time, Gadget. In fact, I'll just nip... There we go. I'm tempted to go into the tyres just so that I can get one around Peggles. And there are ways of crushing into like the ones with the bricks inside of them. Oops! Oh, I should have went with the tyres then, shouldn't I? Yeah, that one there with the pole sticking out of it. Yeah, you crash into that and boom! The cart explodes and your chosen character goes to the middle of the screen. It does the crack kind of thing, the cracked all over the monitor. And yeah, it was a hugely enjoyable game. It still is. And it was something that I used to play with my father, actually, when he would come down. And we'd play this on the 486 DX266, so we did play originally on the 386 DX40. And yeah, we'd play the deathmatch mode, where you'd go into a particular zone. Oh, not one of these races. You could do if you wanted. You could have a split screen, or you could have 2-player split screen deathmatch. You know, instant kill. Oh, we're not supposed to hit the hedgehog. Damn on. Now, the people on the 3D Realms Twitch stream earlier this morning or whatever, they couldn't stay out of the water, quite frankly. And it's like, oh, come on. And like that, oh, come on, get away with it. Right, let's get the one on the bog. Oh, there we go. I mean, he didn't even know how to do a handbrake turn. I mean, come on. Kids today. But anyways, so I said on the 3D Realms, hang on, not the 3D Realms forums, though I did head back there, if only for nostalgia. I haven't really been away. But on the Twitter account, I stated that maybe I should put my money where my mouth is and do my own stream. Well, I did a test stream earlier this morning, well, yesterday morning now, actually. Yeah, honestly, I clearly don't know how to tell the time. They were like, oh, yeah, you can do that. You know, I mean, it's not as if they could stop me. But, yeah, and it's just like, there we go, this is how you do it. It helps to have played this back when it came out in 1994. And speaking of 1994, there were loads of games at that point, you know, so diverse. I mean, obviously this is a Mario Kart clone, though some of you watching will go, oh no, it's a Scuddy Kart clone, in which case I suggest you RTFM, simply because the people behind this at Beavis Soft, they sent to the makers of Scuddy Karts not only their demo of Wacky Wheels, but were daft enough to have included the source code for the engine. And that meant that they could then use that. You know, it didn't put a license file or anything on it. There was some legal action, and it's why you won't be able to get Scuddy Karts ever again, thankfully. I mean, it's pretty poor. But never mind. This, obviously, like I was saying, Mario Kart clone, and Scott Miller did say, I think it was in, either his game blog, that's Type Matters. Oh, yeah, the Type Matters forum. or blogging site, I should say. And he said something to the effect of, if he had another chance at doing Wacky Wheels, it wouldn't have been so much of a Mario Kart clone. Damn! I keep missing with that, I never used to. Come on. Right. Oh, you would have to go into your particular line, that's okay. Another thing is that both myself, my mum and my father even, would play this particular circuit. This particular one. My mum loved it. She got it down to, I think, 13 seconds a lap. Okay? And I think we did eventually beat it, but it took a long, long time. Yeah, she was that good. And she enjoyed. I shouldn't have just turned around. That's the thing, this way you need to use the handbrake turn. But that's okay. I won't shoot you because I'm going to win anyway. But yeah, my nephew tried playing this and he's 10 years old and he couldn't do it. He had to go into kiddie mode, just steering left and right. And that's what happens when you only play consoles. You just don't know how to play games properly. But anyway, as I was saying, in 1994 there were loads of games out there. I mean, good grief, we had Jazz Jackrabbit on the platforming side, and as regards Epic Games' other material, we had... Woohoo! I got the Tiger. It's the one I used to play as, actually. Yeah, they had Wanderlust Fall 2097, they also Fighting, we had IndyCar Racing from Papyrus, and... Oh dear, Oil Slick. Ah! Yeah, we had Under a Killing Moon from Access Software, you know, FMV, Adventure, and it's like so many other games you can just think of. You know, we had Rise of the Triad, we had Teen Agent, remember that? If you don't, you can go to GOG and play it for free. We had Beneath the Steel Sky, which also has been released for free. So yeah, there's a whole slew of games out there from 1994. I'm trying to get him to crash, so he makes the little splash thing that I was speaking about earlier. And to say that we don't have diversity in games, well, perhaps we don't as regards consoles. Let's keep in mind, of course, that every single console has basically been a repackaged product. And of course, as Quark from Deep Space Nine will tell you, nothing sells faster than a repackaged product. But how many times can people buy Super Mario? I mean, here I am playing Wacky Wheels from, again, 1994, and you could still to this day play the original Super Mario. And really speaking, apart from obviously the updated graphics and all of that, you're not going to notice any difference. So, except of course, you'll have a lot more money in your wallet, or bank account, whatever. But, there we go. Hey, it should be easy. Well, actually, I remember this one's being slightly tricky at times, but still. I've got 31 hedgehogs, so not to worry. And after I've done this, I will do the duck shoot. And then it's time to try out a different game from 1994. Yes, I've done it! Not intentionally, but there you go. And then the race will start again. But minus any hedgehogs you've used. Hey, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, people talk about Gone Home and everything as not being a game, and to be fair, it's more of a game than most people would give it credit for. Thing is, though, it puts keys, you know, key cards, combinations, whatever, in secret places. And the reason I mention that is because part of the Apogee and 3D Realms design ethic was that keys and other necessary items for the player should never be hidden. You should never have to find a secret in order to get progress in the game. If you did find a secret, it would contain a bonus. Now, simple enough, but never mind, some people just don't understand that, I guess. But then again, you know, they tried at least with the story. Okay, it came out more like an audiobook, but not to worry. It was an attempt, and I respect them for that, if nothing else. But I don't respect the asking price. That's something I'll never forgive them for. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. So yeah, I'm just trying to think now about the games that came out. I mean, Descent came out in 1995, though the shareware version may have come out earlier. The registered version of Doom came out in 1994, January 1994 specifically, with the shareware version December 1993. I think it was just before Christmas actually for the shareware version. And come September 1994 we got Doom 2. Now, it's Software's first retail release. Whee! Well, that's that done. Perfect. Full points. Now for the rostrum. Still have those skills for the most part. Hopefully the stream's okay. I mean, I did test it the other day, but yeah, and it worked, but Twitch is Twitch. And OBS is OBS. Let's see. Pigeon. There's some of us way back in the day. Those have to be censored. This is my first name, doesn't matter. It's nothing really identifiable. Anyway, as you can see, you've got two-player race, obvious. Two-player shootout, that's the deathmatch option I was telling you all about. And the Wacky Duck Shoot is just a single-player version. So you could go into that. Choose Tiggy, that's the one I used to be back in the day. And the first two zones you could go into. We'll just go in zone 1. And it's pretty obvious, you have 2 minutes to shoot as many ducks as you can. So, there we go. Now these take, the ones with the leather caps on, they take 2 hedgehogs to kill. Well, blow up. But there we go, and I'm just going to get this hedgehog. So, never mind. Wait for this, come on. Now I'll get this one. Oh, will do. There we go. Then they'll respawn. Obviously, you wouldn't normally do this. But, oh damn. Get it! Yes! But it's a great way of practicing, you know, long before you play Unreal's bots or something along those lines. And really speaking, internet play back in those days, oh yeah, you could do it, just it wasn't going to be reliable, and chances are you'd have to rely on dial-up, but it was there. And of course you had network play, if you were fortunate enough to have 2 computers. Unlike, oh there was, we almost had up Periscope. Come on. Hey! Right, we're up to 27 already. We've got 40 seconds to go. Come on, let's see if I can beat my old record of 34. Should be able to. Especially as I'm being a dirty dick dastardly by doing this. I'm needing more hedgehogs. There we go. Oh, yes! 38, yeah, I've done it. Now let's just get some more hedgehogies. There we go. Oh, damn. Yes, I got that one just in the nick of time. There we go, that's about it. There we go, pigeon. 42. Now, 3D Realms apprentices and interns and all them, that's the score you have to beat. Now, admittedly, I'm 30 years old, I've been playing this since I was 10, so you've got a lot of catching up to do. But then again, if you're going to be working at 3D Realms, you should know their history, and you should have already played the games and become good at them. So, you know, you've got no excuse to be out for that long. Anywho. So that's Wacky Wheels, really, you know, simple enough, it's fun. I've not covered the 2-player Giggle keys, whereby you press either 1 through 6, or as I recall, F1 through F6 if you're the 2nd player, and then the cute little red devils would appear, or doing something, you know, some particular action, and that could be just like sticking the backside up and, you know, towards you, and floating across the screen even. And well, I played the demo. I mean, one of the exploits actually in shareware version, if you were playing, you know, just let it run in demo mode, or was it in the help menu? I think it may be the help menu. In fact, let's see. Wacky Wheels info. Just ordering. Right. So this is a map from the Silver episode, as I recall. And there was a way of playing this map through playing Wacky Wheels. Playing I think it was restoring a save game. I can't remember right now, but there was some way of doing it, and I had done it many times in the past. Can I remember it now? No. But then again, I'm old, so I have that excuse. Or at least I'm going to claim it anyway. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I'm going to shut this down now and see about playing another game. Right. Goodbye.